What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. To thy friend, despise forsaking me, take it to the Lord in prayer. In his arms he'll take and shield out. We'll find us I must have the Savior with me, for I dare not walk alone. I must be His presence near me, and His arms around me thrown. Then my soul shall fear no Let Him lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow me. Then my soul shall fear no Oh, let Him lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follows me. Oh, when I come to the end of my journey, weary of life, and the battle is won, carrying the star and the cross of redemption. He'll understand and say He will done. Oh, when I come to the end of my journey, weary of life, and the battle is won, carrying the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. God, you, thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. Lord, when the day is done, when the day is done, oh, when the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, oh, and the shadow fades away. Oh, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Oh, God, you, thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. Lord, when the day is done, when the day is done, and the shadow fades away. Hey, preacher man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your soul well. Cause if you preach like Paul and not live the word, you will suffer like diabetes. Hey, Christian, no bother carry, do not bother carry your soul well. Cause if you love go to church and not live the life, you will suffer like diabetes. Hey, sinner man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your soul well. If you're not go to church and not accept Christ, you will suffer like diabetes. Hey, preacher man, do not bother carry, do not bother carry your soul well. Cause if you preach like Paul and not live the word, you will suffer like diabetes. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. For you. Someone silver and someone gold, but I want Jesus way down in my soul. Hey! Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. Tell him love, tell him, 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 tell him love. Someone silver and someone gold, but I want Jesus way down in my soul. Hey, tell him love, tell him, 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 tell him love. Someone silver and someone gold, but I want Jesus way down in my soul. Tell him love, tell him, 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 tell him love, tell him love. Search me, oh God, I know my heart, I you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you want. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord. Oh, if you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you want. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord. Oh, if you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you better turn the search like you want. And if you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord. Search me, oh God, and know my heart. Yes. Try me, oh Savior. Know my thoughts, I pray. See if there be some wicked ways in me. Oh, cleanse me from every sin and set me free. If you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you want. And if you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord. Oh, if you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you want. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord. Live right. Come on, preacher man. Come now, preacher man. Live right. Walk right. Talk right. Do the will of God. 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 Live right, the Lord. Walk right, the Lord. Talk right, the Lord. Come on, preacher man. If you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you want. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord.
And a good night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, the rest of you listening in the region. Internationally, it is once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott. I will be with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. Now, 9 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. Of course, it is indeed wonderful once again to be in studio with you all. I know all you're liking the vibes, eh? Yeah, don't worry. We might drop that one a little later. Yeah, taking the copyright infringement tonight for that one. I had to play that one. Yeah, I didn't mind. I will get a strike from Facebook and YouTube for playing it. I had to play it tonight. All right? Nice. Yeah. Right? So a special good night to each and every one of you. Hope you're having a fabulous night tonight. Those of you joining us via 91.9, 91.5 Real FM broadcasting out of beautiful St. Patrick, we say a special good night to each and every one of you listening via that frequency or via their website. We also say a special good night to those of you in Brooklyn, of course, listening via We Noise Radio. Good night to you, Wade. Yeah, Wade got first tonight, but Wade, good night to you, bro. A special good night to you, of course, and the entire We Noise family. It has some people that doesn't shift. Yeah, they're either listening it online or they're listening it on terrestrial, but it doesn't shift. We Noise is We Noise. You understand? Yeah, it's not their noise. It's We Noise. So a special good night to you all our listeners out there in North America, those of you listening in South America, each and every one of you. Good night, Patricia and Matthew out there in Alberta, Canada. Good night to you as well, my good friend Ian. Out there in Canada, somebody else that messaged me from Canada, you know. I have to make sure I find them. Yeah, Nadine, Jason, and Shirley listening out there in the UK. A special good night to you all. Exelia, good night to you. Zela, good night to you, my dear. I know it is getting late. Just know you have to go to bed, so I'm making sure I'm not telling you. You think early. Good night to you, Zela. Good night to you. You know how to see Zoe, you know. I find I didn't see Zoe in a long while. Mommy and Daddy fix that. I find I didn't see Zoe in a good while. Right? Good night to you, Zoe. All right, Deshaun. Good night to you. Zelia, tell me anytime I'm saying good night, I have to say good night to Deshaun as well. All right? Yeah, it's a whole crew. Yeah, once of that children, I have a next one here somewhere. You know, where are they? I have the name here somewhere again. To have some more children I have to say good night to. But outside of them, all of you joining us via the YouTube, we say a special good night to you. Remember to take this opportunity right now, and like the live. Yeah, when you like the live, it makes it show up more in everybody in Grenada YouTube. Anybody go onto YouTube, because of the volume of people liking it, they're going to see it more. So remember to like the live. We're on 43 right now. Let's get to 100 before 8:30. We have a lot of things to talk about tonight. Yeah, right. Let me see who is there on the live. Sherma Jeremiah, good night to you. And I know Zayla, they're listening with you. Maria Noel, Dominic Leroy, Janice Mitchell, Lishra Abraham, Wilfred Antoine, Phyllis Mitchell, Shrajan John, Kathleen Ledlow. Let me see, Cynthia Bartholomew, Agnes Henry, Christine Otley, Carib Spice, good night to you. Michelle Alexander, Faith Lynn, Hallie Douglas, Jenna Benjamin, Miriam Samuel out there in London, good night to you, my dear. Faith Lynn, Hallie, I finally bounce up Faith Lynn, Hallie Douglas, good night to you, my dear. And let me see, yeah, Claude Abraham, good night to you. Savage Gold Queen Matthew, what her name? Good night to you, my dear. Kashima Roberts, good night. Marlon Ferguson, good night to you. Sky, Barbara Henry, Deborah Laborde, Jackie Raymond, Velma Pascal, and let me see, Dolores Redhead, good life. Gemma Warwood, good night to you. Hermina Baptiste, Clive Raymond, Errol Bonaparte, good night. Maud Martin, Hilary Joseph, Cindy Thomas, Baby Daddy, Christopher Johnson, Alban Harris, Gavin Thomas, Teddy Bear, Jenny Samuel, Joycelyn Francois, good night Joycelyn, Kathleen Knights, Jacinta Alves, Eliza Bernard, Vanessa Lalji, Maria Marcel, Devin James, Alban Harris, Jerome Lewis, Amanda Moses, good night to you. Matthew Bowen, Islan Musk, good night. Shenron Thomas, good night to you. Kim Creedland, Jocelyn Matheson, out there. Carriacou, right? Nice. All right, beautiful. Yeah, we know that All Saints coming up. Big thing for Carriacou people. Ron Julian, Jen, Ann Andrews, Angie, Stephanie, John, Anne Marie, good night to you. Alcy Peters, Edmund Caliste, Jocelyn Matheson, Dennis Bain, I see you there. Matthew Bowen, Lydia Isaac, Lona Lolo Williams. Yes, Lolo, yes, missing in action. Ashma Charles, good night. Anastasia Peterson, that's all of you I'm seeing right now on the YouTube. I know there are many more, but I know, if you ain't mentioning, can't think. Mr. Francis Pierre, good night to you, sir. Patrick Joseph, Oliver McEwen, Linda Imelda Francois. Good night to you, my dear. McLean Mitchell, Claude Abraham, Jack Kim, how you doing, brother? Ann Jackson, Sherry Lambert, Landon Jane, Bernadette Joseph, Lucy King, Annette Sincere, Jill Williams, John Adams, Martin Charles, Nesta Sinclair, Jesse Sherry, good night to you, and Wendy C. McGuire, good night to you, Nursey. And let me see who else is there. Betty James, Lashlyn Douglas, Ingrid Bourne, Shirley Lacrette, and Edlin David, Brenda Phillip, Reverend Cox. Man, I get a parang today. I'm dropping that parang today. That parang will drop tomorrow. Yeah. Ingrid Bourne and right. Linda George, I see you, my dear. And let me see, Veronica Frederick, Cicely Celestine, Shannon Felix, Teresa Gill, June Henry, and Kieran Regis, good night, and Davis Charles, good night. So folks, remember to like. I'm liking right now, and then share. I'm sharing it public, and now I'm sharing it to my stories. So I have just contributed to sharing the program. So we have to like and we have to share. Kathy Pope, good night to you, my dear. Enid Dakota, good night. Olive McEwen, good night to you. Phyllis Charles, Lovely Mac, good night. Lovely Mac, I didn't see you for a while, you was there. Yeah. Mary Fletcher, Latoya Maguire, Hermina Vincent Batiste. Yeah, good night. Hisdon Augustine, Lorna Allen, Dana Abraham, good night to you. Gertrude Abraham, good night. Ashley Lewis, good night, bro. Enid Dakota, and yeah, roll call. Sunny Isle, Margaret Dosu, yeah, Davis Charles, right. Curtis Belfon, Charmaine Ragbasing, Dwight Ferguson, right. I seen all of you, everybody in. All right, Cousin Levine, good night to you. Red Girl Pascal, good night to you. Right, Paula Tecker, yes, you and Mr. Handsome, I know you did. Diana Romney, Sean Batiste. So good night to all, everybody. Tut Moon Bagay, good night to everybody. Joyce Phillip, I know you're locked in. A special good night to each and every one of you. I had to touch a little thing there again, Don't worry, we ain't going with the whole thing. Next thing we just play gospel for the whole program, No. Though some people have asked for a gospel program, but copyright, that's the problem, yeah. If I do it, we get copyright strikes and our page may be removed. Yeah, so I have to be careful. Pretty sure I'll get some notice because of the songs I'm playing tonight. And I want to say a special thank you to each and every one of you that came out yesterday. First, I started yesterday and I had to go a little, yesterday to the New National Party's meet and greet. It was wonderful meeting all of you, and people just t-shirt here, t-shirt there. Every time you hear Tony is our Talking Points t-shirt last night. Wonderful. Yes, indeed. So it was wonderful meeting and greeting all of you yesterday. We're already looking forward to the next activity. When it is planned, we will let you all know. We will let you all know whether it's the end of November or whether it's in December, but we definitely will let you all know. Good night to you, my good friend, Mr. Nimrod Olivier. Yeah, good night to you, bro. All right. And good night to the staff at the main office, the New National Party main office. We say a special good night to all of you. Hope that you all are having a fabulous night tonight. Yeah, we know yesterday was a really, really busy day for a lot of you. Yeah, and oh my goodness, yeah, to be there from morning until night. Yeah, until everything finished. So it was a busy day for them. Also, on behalf of the St. Patrick West constituency branch, we want to say thank you to all of you that made Saturday night's party at the arena a massive success. Yeah? All of you that came out in your white, and those of you that even didn't come out in your white, but you come out. Yeah? They want to say a special thank you to each and every one of you for making the activity the wonderful success that it was. Folks, remember, there are activities coming up this week on Friday. The New National Party Women's Arm up there in St. David, they are having that barbecue. It's taking place at the constituency office on Friday. They're starting from 11 o'clock. Walk with a look, walk with a 30. You're safe with a 30. It has some things that are 20, some is 25, but you want to look at drink to go with it. So safe, walk with a little 30. You understand? You could walk with a 40 and you could leave some drinks there and say, oh, shall I go pass for that? And you could do that. All right? Nice. But make sure that you head on up there and you check the NNP St. David Women's Arm. They are having their breakfast. That's taking place this Friday starting from 11. Also, the St. John's PD4 constituency branch, they are having their barbecue on Saturday. And they are starting at 11 a.m. And they are starting, it's going to be close to the medical center there up in Grand Right. Nice, right? Yeah, you heading up there, go see them, they're barbecuing and think you're going to noise them. All right, just tell them Sheldon send you. You understand? Yeah, if the pizza thing was $15, they might say, well, give us all 12, give us all 13. Because, yeah, you understand? Yeah, they're going to negotiate. You understand? But yes, what y'all don't go and say that and buy the thing wherever the people are, buy the thing and me. So the St. John constituency branch, they are having their barbecue this Saturday. It's starting at 11 a.m. It'll be close to the medical station in Grand Roy. So just look out for the tent, look out for the members and support. Those of you traveling up and down the West Coast, those of you going up the road, you could, try and ask the bus man, give you a 2-minute delay, just grab a little something. You understand? Those are you coming down, same thing. All right. And if you're driving, just pull up. You understand? Support the thing. All right. And you see how St. John's treat us nice yesterday. They were the hosts yesterday and they treat us real nice. All right. So we have to treat them nice when we're passing through as well. Okay. And also taking place on Saturday, the St. George Northwest constituency, they have their breakfast. That's by Jar Lion Shop. It starts at 7 a.m. They have bacon you bake, they have fry bake, they have roast bake, they have bacon you bake, right? They have coconut bake, cuckoo, fry cuckoo. They have all kind of thing, right? They have fish cake. We will come to fish cake a little later. Fish cakes, they have all kind of thing, right? So make sure and check them. That's the St. George Northwest constituency branch. They are having their breakfast. Their breakfast fundraiser that's taking place right by Jar Lion Shop. So make a look at pass and thing. Support the thing. All right. Nice. Beautiful. All right. Folks, remember to like and share. I ain't find seen enough likes and shares yet. Let me see the thing go up. Yeah? Let me see the thing go up. Nice. Yeah.
Search me, oh God, and know my heart. I pray, try me, oh Savior.
Oh, one of my good friends, my good brother, just reminded me as well that Saturday night, the Guy Fawkes tradition, it continues up there in Richmond Hill. Yeah, this time of year you usually have All Saints and All Souls. You have in the States you have Halloween and Thanksgiving and them thing, and here we just have Guy Fawkes. So Guy Fawkes will be taking place in the Richmond Hill community this Saturday night. If you don't try to use Richmond Hill as a shortcut, you might get stuck in the traffic. Nice. Your life not in line with the will of God. Yeah, they upkeep that tradition. Many years they've been upkeeping that. Yeah, I'm not sure if they still do the Guy Fawkes in Mount Moritz. I know at the time they used to do it in Mount Moritz. I don't know if they still do the Guy Fawkes in Mount Moritz, but they are doing it in Richmond Hill as they usually do. And if you've never seen it, you don't understand it or so on, yeah, come on down Saturday night, you will learn a little something about Guy Fawkes, right? Oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must learn the search like you want. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve God. Yeah, folks, and also let me let you all know. Tomorrow morning, I'm stopping the tune in the background there. I don't want to disturb me. Tomorrow morning, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will be live on the GBN To The Point program. I ain't want nobody come and call here tomorrow night and say that they hear all them NDC call and try to throw off the program and say all kind of thing. All you have phone, all you could call two. All right? So it is tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, he will be the featured guest on the To The Point program. So tune on in. Yeah? Don't only tune in, no. make sure, all you see them putting all kind of comments and all you just watching them comments and all you do, all you do saying nothing, all you do putting them people in the place and thing. Well, you don't come and complain afterwards and say, oh, these people and them disrespectful under the comments and that kind of thing, all you have to deal with them. Nice? Right. And make sure you all take the opportunity and call. All right? Yeah, right. Beautiful. And I think we're going to take a few phone calls before we get into tonight's program fully. Night to you, Brandon. Dr. Mitchell will also be doing on Wednesday night a special media engagement from 8:30 p.m. So you have enough time. As soon as the sun set around 6, you go, you light your candle, and you're back home by 8:30. All right? So by 8:30, you could be back home to pay your attention to that. And it's not just Dr. Mitchell, it's the parliamentary team of the New National Party, various members of the parliamentary team. They will be presenting on various happenings within the state of Grenada. Yeah, it is your forum. It's the people's forum, yeah? So you will have an opportunity to hear directly from Dr. Keith Mitchell and the New National Party team in relation to a myriad amount of issues, various issues, and so some of what the things that have come to Parliament recently, all of that. So you will be hearing about those things. So remember, Dr. Mitchell is on tomorrow morning from 9 a.m., but he's also doing that general engagement. That's going to be taking place 8:30 on Wednesday night. Yeah? 8:30 on Wednesday night. Buy your candle today before them candle in their place finish. Buy your candle today. Make sure that you go early and light your candles, right? Those of you that partake in that, we know not everyone takes part in it, but go light your candles early and then, you head home to go and listen, all right? Nice. So that is taking place on Wednesday night, all right? Good. So light your candle early and, you understand? Yeah, we lighting early and then we heading back in and thing to go and listen and thing. You understand what's going on there? Nice. Beautiful.
If you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and lead.
Psalm 105:15, right? Touch not the Lord's anointed. Yeah, you had to tell certain people in power right now that, yeah. Psalm 105:15, touch not the Lord's anointed. Yeah, nice.
Want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right and serve the Lord.
We're going to open the phone lines 440-7377 and 347-329-3101 for those of you out there in the diaspora. Those of you in North America in particular, you can call that number 347-329-3101. You can call those numbers, yeah.
You must earn the search if you want to make.
Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters. Yeah, I'm putting it in the right order. Kate Lewis Peters or Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters. I like to give her all she name. Yeah. Good night to you, my dear. Hope everything is going all well and okay with you. Yeah. And say a special good night to your husband for me. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. I looking at something over the weekend and I wondering what going on because I am seeing, let me come back to that one. Let me take this call and I'll come back to that issue. We've got a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, my dear.
Good night. I don't know how to put on for the light. I'm watching every night, but every time you say that, but I don't know how to do it.
Oh, don't worry. Let me tell you, because I'm
not a young person, I'm in my late 70s, so...
No, don't worry.
I have the phone, but I don't even know how to use the phone too good.
Oh, good. Don't worry, Auntie. What we're going to do, we're going to let one of the children come and show you.
All right.
All right. Let one of the children show you they could do it for you. All right. If not, no problem. We know that you're looking. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, she wants the like, but she's not sure how to do it. And we understand that. Yeah. So, folks, let me say this. I see the wannabe MP the wannabe MP who is not so sincere for St. Andrew Northeast, putting up posts about they have a bingo. They have some joint bingo. I don't know if it was bingo they have weed or something, but I think it's a joint bingo they say they have. So I don't know if it's joint they're talking about as in, but anyway, they say they have a joint bingo between two of the constituencies in St. Andrew and trying to accuse Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters of committing the bingo. Now, number one, she did not commit the bingo. The lady was at home with her family. So I don't know where they get this story, because people who are there will be able to verify. Now, she was not there. She never came to the bingo. If you want to attack the woman, yeah, if you want to attack the MP, the lady who beat you bad, yeah, she beat you like a dusty mat at Christmas time. That's the amount of beat you get. You know them dusty mat, you had to beat them, you had to hang them and beat them. Yeah, she beat you like a dusty mat at Christmas time. Yeah? If you want to attack the woman, at least be truthful and stop lie. Well, we know that there is this tendency within your organization to be very economical with the truth. In other words, all you do is lie bad. Right? But why is that even necessary? If you have to attack, okay, probably she did a project and you don't agree with the project, then you could talk about the project and say how your government is going to improve on the project or do something better. Instead of that, this is the kind of stupidness you're coming with. What you need to study is study all the people who was commenting under the post that you make, and all the people who are NDC supporters within that constituency that say they want to chop off their finger for voting for you. The people that say, and they are calling on the political leader of the NDC to get rid of you as the caretaker for that constituency. Study that. Don't study to lie on somebody that was no way around your activity. That's a phantom of your imagination. Imagine somebody's at home. At home, you know, there's how low this woman has gone. The lady was at home with her family. She have a young baby. She was at home with her baby and her husband. You have this person posting, oh, she come in the thing and she was there, and why she bracing the bingo and thing. You maybe see somebody looking like her, but you don't see her because she was not there. But it just shows the attitude, the upset. You understand? Because right now what they want to do, ask Honorable Kate, ask her if when it comes to seed, if she is the person getting to do anything with seed, if the seed officers are reporting to her as the MP. Ask her about housing, ask her about the bush and anything, and ask her if the people who are into those programs or seeking to get into those programs are coming to her, or who they're going to. People that don't even have an office now from where here to get put out. But anyhow, ask her. Because this is the way that they're operating. People who did not win a seat, including somebody now that not only didn't win a seat, not even sitting in parliament, trying to belittle somebody that beat them like a bongo drum in the middle of a Rastaman dance after the second and third chalice pass. That is how much lash they get. Election night, when I see blows pass so, I say, oh God. She get beat like a bongo drum in a Rastaman dance. And those of you that was going Rastaman dance, you know, after the third chalice pass, what has happened? Yeah? Then the drum starting to knock and all kind of thing. That is how much licks she get. But she come in to try and attack somebody. You look at her history. From the school, teaching in the school, to the community, all the work that she has done. Go and make something of yourself too within the community. Go and make, ask the fellas in Pearls who does be gambling there. Let's call police for them. Go and ask them. Go and ask them. Don't attack the woman. No, I had to say it tonight. Because I find that is real low class. Not even low class. Let me take out class. That is no class. Yeah? But then again, we can't expect better. It's that grouping. So we can't expect better when it comes to that grouping. Eh? Yeah, we can't expect better when it's them. Because we know that's the kind of thing that they're getting on with. Yeah? We know that's the kind of thing that they're getting on with. Yeah? And then they feel that you're not finding out certain things and they don't know certain things. Yeah? Look, quite recently, I said on this program that there was a company, and let me just pull it up here for you. There was a company by the name of, I am not sure. Before I go into that, let me just say December 17th. That's the date for the Christmas meet and greet. All right, so December 17th, you all put that one in the calendar. You're going to get location and so on, but December 17th. So those of you who are out there in the diaspora and were going to come on the 18th, no, you have to come on the 16th instead. Get your rest so you could come out on the 17th. All right, or you have to come on the morning of the 17th so you could get a chance to go home, bathe, change, and head into the meet and greet. All right, so we'll give the location, but it will be December 17th. Is the next date of the NNP meet and greet. That is Christmas meet and greet. All right, so that one going to be a nice one. All right, we're looking forward to seeing all who was there and everybody else at the Tooth Moon. Everybody else had to come out. All right, nice, beautiful. Folks, remember the phone lines are open, 440-7377. The phone lines are open. Let me just take a short one here.
This is not politics. Please don't forget. I'm just practicing to be a poet. Not qualified as yet, but have no fear. I'm gonna get there.
Still not fully over that flu, eh?
I'm not in.
It's just on the cusp of going anyway, yeah.
Live up to your expectation. Neither are you in to live up to.
I give it more Bush than the US presidency had, yeah.
I don't owe no one, no obligation. No one knows me none, so everything is fine.
Well, you have a parang to drop tomorrow night. Trouble. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
I am.
Yeah, so I said I was asking in relation to the CBI program because within the government gazette, in the government gazette, I did see that there was, and let me just get it up here, right? The government gazette, and there was, I think it was on the 13th of October, there was a notice there for the incorporation of a company. No, it's not the 13th. Let me see if it's the 13th. No, then it's the week after. Let me just get the correct one, the 20th. All right, let's see if it's there. All right, yeah, I think this is it. Right, so we've seen that there is now a company registered as a CBI agent within the state of Grenada. Yeah, that is BSB Consulting Incorporated. Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act 2013. Notice is hereby given that pursuant to Section 4 of the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act, BSB Consulting Inc. Hills Have Eyes in Tempe has been granted a license as a local agent. All right, nice. So we're seeing BSB. So I was doing some investigation because I had my suspicions when I see BSB and I saw Hills Have Eyes in Tempe. I had my suspicions of who was behind that CBI company, but I really could not believe that it was who I thought it was that behind the company. Because from what I have been told, and I'm saying this, making a fair comment here, what I have been told is that the directors of that company are Mr. Victor Nazim Burke and Mrs. Jacqueline Seeley Burke, which explains the BSB, Burke, Seeley, Burke. That explains the BSB. But then I said, no, I really don't think. And I'm sorry for those of you that may be trying to call on the WhatsApp. We are having a slight problem with the WhatsApp tonight. So we'll get the WhatsApp sorted out probably before the end of the program because it's loading there. Right. Now, I couldn't believe is my good friend Nazim that is now a CBI agent. I said, no, it could never be Nazim that is a CBI agent. Yeah, because let me just remind all you some of the things that we friends say. No, it can't be Nazim. Let me see if I could find something here. Yeah. No, it can't be. I was listening and I said, no. I said, nah, man. I listened to some stuff over the weekend and I said, nah. Had to be a mistake. Maybe my source got the information wrong because I could never believe that anybody that said things like this in relation to CBI would now be a CBI agent, eh?
And when we weigh what is going on, we must do so in the context of the fact that this program, the Passport Citizenship by Investment Program, and the sale of Grenada's passports raises, quite apart from the reputational issues, quite apart from the issues having to do with Grenada's image, its pride, and its reputation as an independent nation, it also raises some very serious questions regarding our safety and security as a nation. We have made the point before that the granting of passports or the sale of passports to foreign nationals without doing the necessary due diligence exposes the country to the risk that one of our passports can end up in the hand of somebody who is unfriendly to our country and who is unfriendly to our friends. The United States of America has a major investment here in Grenada. It is no secret that St. George's University is a major American institution here in Grenada. It is no secret that those who are interested in terrorism, those who are interested in creating terror around the world, consider American institutions, American installations, American assets around the world to be targets for those assaults. It means that Grenada is not immune from any kind of attacks. And the institutions, American institutions and facilities, planes, students, the daily flights of American Airlines, the 3,000 or so students who are here, all of these persons are exposed to risks if we do not do what is necessary to protect ourselves and to ensure that our passports do not end up in the...
Remember, this is the same person who, from what we're hearing now, and from what the government gazette is saying, and just a reminder to the government of Grenada, the removal of the names is against the CBI Act. You all need to read that act, and I'm going to pull it up before the end of tonight and show you all where it is in breach of the act to be naming companies and not naming who the people that run that company are. You're seeing everybody else's name, but when it comes to the Mitchell company, when it comes to the one that Mr. Cornwall involved in, and now when it comes to BSB, we're not seeing that information. I haven't checked the site within the last 24 hours. I will shortly, but we have not been seeing the names of the individuals, and that needs to be attached according to the CBI law. You all are in breach of the law, all right? But I couldn't believe, no, I could not believe, that it is people who said things like this, and let me get that now. I can't believe it's people who say things like this that is now CBI agents. I want to know, because somebody tell me if the information that I received that those are the two directors of that company, I don't know if there's a third, but those are the two of the directors of that company, Mr. Victor Nazim Burke and Jacqueline Sealy Burke. If that is true, that two of them are BSB, Burke, Sealy Burke Consulting, if that is the case, then I am really concerned, because, I mean, those people that were saying things like...
From the very onset of this program, we expressed our concern that the government had approached the creation of this program and the implementation of this program in an incestuous way, or what appeared to the public's eye to be an incestuous way. We pointed out our concerns at the time that Ms. Anandi Trotman Joseph, the wife of the then President of the Senate, was the chairperson of the Integrity Commission, that Ms. Anandi Trotman Joseph was the wife of Senator Lawrence Joseph, President of the Senate, and at the same time was serving as an agent for the Citizenship by Investment Program. We expressed concern that Ms. Leslie Ann Sion, chairman of the Industrial Development Corporation, the IDC, and wife of Mr. David Holocaust, chairman of the Citizenship by Investment Screening Committee, was also an agent under the CBI program. We pointed out the fact that Ms. Michelle Emmanuel Steele, wife of the Mr. Nicholas Steele, then the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Business, was herself and him at the time being the chief government spokesperson on the Citizenship by Investment Program, was also an agent under the program. We pointed out that Senator Lawrence Joseph himself, then the President of the Senate, was an agent under the Citizenship by Investment Program.
Now remember, at this point in time, your prime minister is a CBI agent. You heard the allegations he making, and he called it. His exact words were, he called this an incestuous relationship. That's what he called it. Yeah, because people who were closely aligned to, don't worry, lovely Mac, I've dealt with that issue. People who were aligned with the New National Party and were CBI agents. He had a problem with that then. But no, none of them was the minister in charge. None of them were the minister in charge. He had a problem with one individual who was sitting on a committee. And because they were sitting on a government committee, he had a problem with them being a CBI agent. The same gentleman who is now heading up this committee in relation to oil and gas, just remember that, is the same individual who is now heading up the government committee. Not the international committee, not the Red Cross committee, the government of Grenada committee in relation to oil and gas. Is the same individual who was talking about incestuous relationship before. I ain't talking about incestuous relationship now though. He joined in the incest. He in the cess. He joined in the incest. Because right now, he also falls, those words fall back on him as an individual. They fall back on him. So I'm really hoping that the information I get is not true. I said, nah, that can't be the same man that say all them thing and them day. No. I said that can't be the same man that say all them thing about the CBI program. That is now a CBI agent. The man called anybody that was either distantly related, no matter what, you're related to the New National Party or anything. Now you have a situation where your prime minister, the only higher than that you could go is the Governor General. The Prime Minister is a CBI agent. And he could cry, he could bawl, he could say whatever he want about him not being a CBI agent. Tell the Grenadian company who Mitchells and Partners belong to. Say who is the Mitchell in Mitchells and Partners. Yeah? Say. Not because they take off name off a website. Means that the name offer everything, you know. Yeah? And if it just come off, when did it come off? Where are the shares that you have in the company? Because these are the people that was saying all kind of thing about the New National Party, about incestuous relationship. What more incestuous than that? That your prime minister is a CBI agent and your minister of finance is a CBI. I'm going to come to the minister of finance on another issue just now. But the minister of finance is also a CBI agent. In other words, the same person that the people under the CBI program who are running their projects, be it they're building a hotel or they're doing a farm or they're doing something in the tourist industry, whatever it is, these people have to go to the Minister of Finance to get a concession. But the Minister of Finance is also a local agent. What could be more corrupt than that? He's an agent. So in other words, people that he is operating as an agent for, the company that these people are buying shares into as CBI investors, that company has to receive a concession from the person who is also their local agent. And no, people ain't saying nothing against that. They run now. Now them is CBI agent too from what we're picking up, innit? Now we are hearing. That is why I say I really hoping that the information ain't true. I say no. I say nah man, that can't be the same man that was making all kind of statements in relation to this issue. I say no way, it can't be. Say must be a mistake, man. You know, let me hear one more. Let me hear one more before we go there. Let me hear one more.
Another issue which can impact upon us in a most negative way is the risk that if these passports were to end up in the hands of criminals, those who are involved in terror, those who are involved in international crimes and money laundering, those who are involved in evading international sanctions, if our passport were to end up in the hands of the wrong individuals, we also run the risk that the international banks that are doing business in our country may choose not to do business in our country. And there is a risk that international banks in the United States and in Europe and in Canada, upon which our country depends for correspondent banking relationships in order to do business across the world with Japan and China and other countries, we run the risk that the corresponding relationships with these major international banks can be lost, and our business people will not be able to do business around the world.
Remember, not a thing has been changed by the NDC outside of the people who make up the committee with the existing CBI program. In fact, the present Prime Minister is on record saying that our Grenada's CBI program has been one of the best, and he was speaking about during the NNP time, has been one of the best, one of the most highly rated programs is the Grenada program. So they've not made any changes to the program, with the exception of when the new National Party was in office, they had placed a restriction on people with Russian and Belarusian nationality being able to apply for the Grenada Citizenship by Investment program. That was reversed by the NDC, who allowed close to 2,000 people to get Grenada. So there are additional 2,000 or so Grenadians from Russia and Belarus and so on, who are now holding Grenadian passport. And you're talking about, remember, he's speaking about corresponding banking and all this sort of thing. Yeah? Corresponding banking. Remember what is taking place between the United States and Russia due to the war in Ukraine. The war in Ukraine wasn't at that stage when he was talking there. So imagine what is taking place now. But he didn't go and say to the government, well, you need to reform. You need to change up. You need to do the program different. No, he went and jumped in the money too. Yeah? He went and jumped in the money too. So that's why I'm saying, I'm still hoping. In my hope, I hope that, nah man, my source give me wrong information. That can't be the two directors on that company. Maybe it have some other lawyers living in the hills of eyes, and the name may be Brother and Shelley and Batiste or some kind of thing, and the name it BSB or something. I could never believe it's the person that say all these things. Yeah, I find it very, and I mean, I'm open-minded, but I find it very difficult to believe is the person that was saying all these things that is now selling passports as a local agent.
And we wish to take this opportunity today to make it very clear that an NDC administration would put an end to the sale of the Grenadian passport, and we will scrap the NNP CBI program. We will scrap the NNP CBI program. This program, as we see it, is not in our best interest in the way that it is being administered. We must make it absolutely clear that as far as we are concerned, the Grenada passport is not a commodity. It's an instrument of national identity. And what must be happening is that our government should be acting as the custodians of our passport, not as the merchants of our passport. It cannot be that in the name of selling our passport, you are doing this without any regard for the concerns with our national reputation, the concerns with our pride as a nation, the concerns with our independence, the safety and security concerns, and the risks that it poses for business persons who wish to use the local commercial banks so as to enter into corresponding banking relationships with others. This, our government must not become, and our country must not become a magnet for criminals and conmen. All right? We should not be in a position where we find ourselves ashamed and embarrassed and worried every day that something terrible is going to happen to us because in whose hands our passport ends up. So we must make it absolutely clear that we will bring this program to an end. We will bring this program to an end. It is unacceptable what is going on, and in spite of all the calls, in spite of all the warnings, in spite of all the statements, in spite of all the risks, this government is simply turning up its nose at the nation. So we wish to express our total disgust with what is going on and make it absolutely clear that we will put a stop to this when we form the government.
Well, it ain't stopped, but now the NDC Prime Minister happens to be a local agent for the CBI program, and the Minister of Finance, who is the person that is doing the concessions for people under companies under the CBI program, is a local agent. So he is getting, the investors are going to him to get to the, you understand? Nice. And they better put the names back on the site. Don't take it off. Put it back on the website. Yeah? All the names of the principal people involved in it. You know, we go say it and they ain't go do it. But still, you understand? Somebody... You know what? Let me hear something else that he had to say about passports.
It continued, sisters and brothers, with the selling of passports. Our principal instrument of national identity was being sold as fish cakes in the streets.
Well, you hear that one, right? Our passports were being sold like fish cakes. Let me hear it again. The audio isn't that good, so excuse the audio.
It continued, sisters and brothers, with the selling of passports. Our principal instrument of national identity was being sold as fish cakes in the streets.
Well, you know what? I have a song for Brother Naz, you know. I have a nice one for him, yeah.
I want a fish cake, give me my fish cake. I want a fish cake, give me my fish cake. I don't care what people say.
No, you don't.
I want fish cake night and day. I want a fish cake, give me my fish cake. Even I want a fish cake, give me my fish cake.
Yeah, no, it had to be a case of that, you know, because I don't understand. The man said they're selling like fish cake. And now we're hearing that he's an agent, so he's selling two. He had to want the fish cake, man.
Don't even want the fish cake. Girl, I want my fish cake. I want my fish cake. Yvonne, I want my fish cake.
I can't understand this one. No. Somebody tell me, please tell me I had the information wrong. Tell me that the information that I got in relation to the directors of BSB Consulting is wrong, and that is not those two individuals. Somebody, please, tell me that I'm wrong. Folks, we're going to open the phone lines again. 440-7377.
Give me my fish cake. My Christmas fish cake. I want my fish cake.
Yeah, they're selling the passports like fish cake. Oh, okay. Wonder who's selling it like fish cake right now.
People start to get.
We've got a call online. Good night. I'm barely hearing you, caller. You're very, very low.
Based on what you're saying, I hope it is quite true.
I'm not hearing you clearly.
I am saying based on what I'm hearing saying tonight on the program, I hope that's not really true.
I'm hoping so myself, because I can't believe if somebody say all of that about a program and then become an agent.
So it seems as though dog returned to the vomit.
Well, let me see.
I hope it's true, because I mean...
Oh boy, caller, do us a favor, call us back, because it's very difficult to hear you. If I'm having problems, I'm sure the listeners are having a problem hearing you as well. So give us a call back, probably the connection itself.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a call back, please. Yeah, I'm barely hearing that call. I'm straining to hear them, and if that is the case, I'm pretty sure you all are not hearing, because I would hear things a lot louder inside here. So I'm pretty sure that you all would be having a problem in hearing as well. All right. So caller, give us a call back. Let's see if it's the line, so that let's see if it's the line is the problem, so that we can get that. I really want to know. Yeah, I want me a fish cake.
When music starts to play, that is when he break away. I want my fish.
Yeah, caller, call back. I've cleared the line. Yeah. Let's see. We've got the call on line. Hello, good night.
Not here, Scott. How you doing?
Oh, it's another caller. All right, my brother. How are you?
Not too bad, man. We had a good time yesterday, brother.
Of course, man. What?
Yeah, boy. I see some people I never seen before.
Yeah, man. I meet Walla, I meet real
and I
people
see some youth man from the lands who came back, boy.
Yeah,
the man
that's
saying,
good.
boy, they're ready to vote. They're ready to vote. I say, well, that's good.
Yes, man.
They voting for that road is wrong.
You just have to make sure everybody is registered and ready. Everybody.
That's what they have to do. They might just get ready, because it's not long from now.
Old, young, middle-aged, everybody, make sure that you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I understand we're having a meeting soon, too.
There is an activity taking place in St. John.
Yeah, St. John.
Yes.
Right by the pool.
Yeah, it's slipping me right now. Can my good friend, I know he's listening, can he message me the information for that meeting? And he told me, But you see, sometimes you're in a crowd and when people tell you things.
Yeah, it's
you-
2 weeks time we want to have a meeting.
Yeah, somebody tell me BSB mean Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Well,
But Sheldon, to be honest, we were going through under these men and them boys. Men do not have stupidness, a lot of stupidness they're doing. And in other words, they're doing things and cover it up. And they're doing things, they're condemning you, like I go to the credit union to get some money. And in the credit union, a guy come, all you want to open 8 o'clock, what you all opening, all you open 8. But he just come, but he ain't in front of him. That is the same thing and you see them doing. Like Mr. Pierce say, they go to the lab to make lie. It's lad on the line for Grenadier and they're speaking the truth. They ain't telling you nothing positive.
but you know, the main
All they
thing
do
is
is try
this
to cover
though.
up.
The main thing that you're seeing here is that many of the things that the NDC as a political organization and the members of parliament on the NDC side were saying that the new National Party was doing and the new National Party was wrong and that this is illegal and that is illegal and this is putting the country in danger. You see them not only doing that, they're doing worse than that.
But that's what I'm just saying. They're doing worse than what the NMP used to do. They
But
say
the
NMP
thing is,
corrupt.
in many
NMP is a bad
instances-
party, but you're doing worse than NMP.
But the thing is,
So you see,
they're not even doing the things that they say
they're
NNP was
not
doing. They're doing worse.
inclusive. This party is not an inclusive party. They don't care about people. They care about themselves and their boys and their family. That's who they're taking care of. But don't worry, the day will come. The day must reach. And the thing about Hot Michelle, and we have ministers in this country know that a lot of people are hurting, but because they had a big job and they had a big work, they don't care. They don't say nothing. But you know, Dr. Mitchell was in power, and this thing was happening. You know, here, all of them are taking, they don't want to take the street. They have all kind of things to say. Yeah, Nazim just say, you just likely this one Nazim say, we going to mash up the thing with the passport thing.
program, yeah.
And with NNP, they will get rid of NNP thing. He ain't saying he will get rid of what Deacon and doing now with the CBI program. He ain't saying he will get rid of it. But he's going to get rid of Kit Mitchell. So they motivate Kit Mitchell, but they can't stop that young boy. That 14 years young boy, they can't stop him. And he'll be coming back to run this country and make it, and they will see that he come back and run and win 15 seats again. And believe me, put your pipe on fire, your pot on fire, 15 seats in the back. Have a good night, brother.
All right, thank you. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. And folks, remember, those of you just joining us, Dr. Mitchell will be on tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. on the To The Point program. So make sure that you tune in. Yeah, not only that, make sure you comment. Yeah, don't let them pull up the thing with a certain negative, nasty comments and so put them in a place. All right, so yeah, comment and then also make sure that you share and then make sure as well that you also call if you have the opportunity. All right, yeah. For those of you trying to call me on the WhatsApp is down for tonight. It seems I've been trying to get it on while I'm speaking here. I'm actually doing stuff with it, and it seems to be down for the night. All right, hopefully we'll be able to get it up and running by, well, we definitely will be able to get it up by tomorrow. All right, yeah, it's just a minor issue with it. So we won't be able to take the WhatsApp calls tonight, but we can take your direct calls. Let me say a special good night to my friends out there in Pity Martinique. Yeah, Maxan. Yeah, you and your mom, your dad, the whole home circle out there. A special good night to each and every one of you. And I'm not the only person. I have to say a good night to my cousin Hudson. Good night, sir. Hudson, you get up your cousin, man. I don't hear you. I don't see you. Gosh, man. Yeah, I wanted to come up this weekend for Tombstone, but I couldn't make it, man. Yeah, too late. I couldn't make it. Good night to you, cousin Margaret. And, of course, yeah. Each and every one, that message I just get there. Each and every one of you in the home circle out there in Carriacou. Good night, Auntie. Good night to every one of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful night tonight. Yeah, somebody tell me how to play this tune instead of fish cake. Yeah.
Do so never like so.
You know, you look at the things that they accuse NNP of sending home people and terrorizing people and all this kind of thing, and you look at what they are doing now. My goodness.
Lord God. Left and right you did give him harm. They changed him and name to Papunta.
It seems as though I might just be getting through with the WhatsApp. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, it seems to be coming on. Yeah, it seems as though I'm getting through the WhatsApp. Let me see what's going on there.
all of a sudden.
But meanwhile, you can call 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. That's 347-329-3101. I really want to believe that one.
See you. To him mother complaining. To the pastor you're running.
All right, I think we've got the WhatsApp up.
That tight woman.
So those of you that have been trying to call on the WhatsApp, you can call now. Yeah.
You hate what you like.
I realize I miss a lot of calls on the WhatsApp, but you can call now.
See you. You hate what you like. Do so. Never like so. You hate what you like. We are balling for it.
Good night to you, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant. Hope that you're having a wonderful night tonight.
Do so never.
I could never believe that. I could never believe that a person would say something like this.
It continued, sisters and brothers, with the selling of passports. Our principal instrument of national identity was being sold as fish cakes in the streets.
So it's maybe selling like bakes right now and cocoa I don't know. It's fish cakes because remember 2,000 people, bam, just from Russia, rush through. They get passports and all kind of thing. At a point in time that the rest of the world was saying, no, don't take people from those countries. Yeah? The Russian government would be upset because a lot of those people are doing that so they can avoid military service within Russia. So they're trying to get a passport to leave. Yeah? And then the international community is worried because they believe that some of these people may be spies, some of these people may be working against the United States and other governments and so on, and utilizing a Grenadian passport to do so. So that is why they have concerns. They even had a meeting earlier this year with the Caribbean territories to say, hey, all you don't take people under that program. The only one that was taking people was Grenada. And then they registered a company. Note this, after they meet with the Americans, they still registered a company in Russia as a marketing agent for the CBI program. And then they announced that they're stopping. That tells me that there's the possibility they could still be accepting people under that program. Yeah, there's still the possibility they could be accepting people under that program. We don't know. Yeah. But we have to see the reports one day. The reports will come out. Yeah. We know they like to look for reports and thing and call back people and ask and say who hide thing and all kind of thing. We know they like that kind of thing. We have a call online. Good night. Hello.
Oh, good night, children.
Hi, good night, my dear.
Good night.
Hi.
I just calling you to tell you good night.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very much.
Have a nice night.
All right,
You're
thank
welcome.
you. All right, my dear. Yes, indeed. Folks, 440-7377 and, of course, 347-329-3101. Yeah, you can call that number as well. And as we mentioned, the Minister of Finance before. Now, we've heard from the Prime Minister, and let me just play what he had to say in relation to the additional $2,000 that was placed on the salaries of government ministers. Yes, I'm going back there. Let's just remember this.
Instead, we gave the ministers a $2,000 traveling allowance, which would allow them to, in fact, have gasoline and oil drive while they so choose. So those are the changes that have been made. And just to be clear, obviously, the office of the Prime Minister, that traveling allowance does not apply to that office simply because state leases are provided for the office of the Prime Minister.
No, he said they could use it for gas and or a driver, yeah? And or a driver. Then why these government ministers keep getting into accidents driving themselves? If they're getting an additional $2,000, and let me make you know as well that the Prime Minister is lying, eh? Because they don't need that to get a driver. Unless you're speaking of senators, because senators are not given drivers. But parliamentary representatives, in other words, the people that ran in the election and won their seat, they are given drivers through the Parliament of Grenada. Even the opposition members are given a driver. So I'm still wondering, why are we hearing about who bonks who here and who knocked down veranda and all kind of thing we hearing? All kind of stories. Yeah? About which minister bonks car and then go, and I don't know if there was under the grog? I don't know. I was not there. So I don't know if they were tired from certain activities, if they were under the grog and all kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah? But all I hear is ministers bouncing people car and all kind of thing, because I don't know, they bouncing people car and I don't know. I hear in ministers bouncing people car, and they should not be bouncing people car, because I know they ought to have a driver, and especially when they are parliamentary representative, they are afforded a driver by the government of Grenada through the parliament, yeah? So there's no reason no minister supposed to be bouncing down people's veranda. That ain't supposed to be happening. You understand? No minister ain't supposed to be bouncing down people's veranda and that kind of thing. You understand? That ain't supposed to be taking place. Yeah? We're not supposed to be having those sort of situations taking place in our country. Because if it's the senators and them, they say they give them the $2,000 to get a driver and gas and whatever, and because they are not given drivers. Senators are not given drivers. Who are given the drivers? Yeah, the people who are given the drivers are the people that win the seat. So if the senators and them use the money and they hire a driver, they drive themselves, and nothing is wrong with driving yourself, you know. But if you know you are incapable of doing so, if you know at the point in time of getting behind the wheel, there are situations that may obtain to you not being able to properly handle a motorized vehicle, then you need to take the proper precautions and utilize the services of your paid for driver.
Island people, and they love your
I don't know. I didn't do no fertilizer test on anybody. I just playing a song, right? Nice. I just playing a song. I not saying anybody when these kind of things happen. I not saying anybody was inebriated. I just playing a song. Nice, good. I just want to make it clear. I'm just making a fair comment and playing Grenadian music on my program so that my program wouldn't end up getting removed from Facebook. You understand? Nice. All right. Okay. Just making sure you know. Yeah, I don't want things to be misconstrued and misunderstood. I'm not saying that anybody was drunk. I'm not saying that. All right, nice. I not saying them kind of thing there. You understand? Yeah. We have a caller on the line. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yes, good night. Caller, go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah, that song you're playing is the best song for Locksmith and you. Good.
Thank you very much, my brother. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. All I would say is that if you find yourself in a position that you are physically and otherwise incapable of operating a motorized vehicle, then what you need to do at that point in time is use the facilities that government has provided for you, and utilize the facility, make a call, use your driver, enter. Nice. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying here.
Anywhere in this country, in the dance hall I want.
So folks, remember tomorrow morning we will be having Dr. Mitchell on, well, not us, but GBN. He will be on GBN from 9 a.m. So remember to tune in, Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drunk and balling, Drunk and balling,
Again, the phone lines are open. 440, let me just make sure I clear them. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. I don't know who bongs on the people place. I just hearing people bongs place and people bongs people car and all kind of thing. I ain't stories, so asking questions, you understand? Some of us, sometimes we have to ask questions. We have to investigate and inquire. We have to investigate. You understand? Nice. Yes, we have to investigate and inquire.
country. All in the dance, all are whining. Anywhere in this country. Drunk and balling, oh boy. Drunk and balling, oh boy. Drunk and balling, oh boy. Drunk and balling, oh boy.
See someone saying that there were senators before that had drivers. That may have existed before, but for the last couple cycles of the new National Party being in office and now, senators do not have drivers. They don't. Yeah, that is clear. The parliament only makes provisions for parliamentary representatives. If someone is a driver in a ministry and a senator asks them to drop them somewhere or something and they do that, that doesn't make them their driver. Yeah? You just make that clear, my brother. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Ken, you have to stop that.
I haven't heard what you said, though.
I said Ken Jones have to stop that.
Why are you worrying about people who are not worrying about you?
No, man. Ken Jones on the line and the NMP party, and the NMP party is the best party for this country in Grenada.
Don't let people drive up your blood pressure who are not helping to make sure the medication is in the hospital for when it goes too high. Don't let them drive up your blood pressure, my friend.
Yeah, man, they have to stop that. They're talking about agriculture and boosting Grenada forward in agriculture. Grandma Estate on woods now. Yeah, workers down there is to work. They send them home. They say they go call them back. 9 months now, they can't call them back to work. Down they turn bush. And I want the NDC people them to know they ain't doing nothing good for Grenada. They're distressing people.
Well, imagine they sent home all these people from these estates and then you go visiting the estates. In fact, I think one they went to, I think was only 2 people there, you know.
Yeah, 2, the security, man. They're full of bush, man. And they're talking about boosting agriculture and go and plant marijuana in Gambia Estate. They say when they get to office, they're not sending nobody home. The amount of people they send home, man, and people looking for a job. And they are not hiring the people alone. They have to stop that.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so very much, caller.
Welcome.
All right. 440-7377. That is the number you can call to get onto the inside. It's now 17 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. 17 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. Yes, indeed. You understand? I feel I want to touch that one there. Look again, and I feel I want to touch this one a little bit there again. You understand?
Take away from the poor man.
Because see them, they're walking around to farms like if they care about agriculture and so. I'll make the statement here. I'm very interested. Outside of them walking around right now, they didn't know to walk around last year. They didn't know to walk around earlier this year. But now budget coming up, there's a mad rush to do everything. Mad rush. They're trying to rush and do this and rush and do that. And I mean, come, right now, you're getting hump in the road. Yeah? You're getting hump left, right, and center. Just drop a hump here so that when they go in parliament, they could say, we have improved road conditions in this particular area. And their view of improving road conditions is putting humps so people can't speed through. Yeah? All the time they ain't do the construction, place dry, all kind of thing. The funds were there. They can't use that excuse. The funds were there, but now they're rushing to do construction project here, construction project there. Rushing to try and do things now. Yeah? Pulling out people for the bushing now. Because the NNP talk about it and say, well, Christmas coming, at least run something in them people's hand. You understand? Some people might say, well, why the NNP getting them advice on that? No, at the end of the day, you have people that are out there that really and truly need it, and somebody has to speak on their behalf. Yes, they need to speak on their behalf too, you know, don't get me wrong, they need to speak on their behalf too. But someone else has to speak on their behalf as well. So we said, look, this is the situation that you're seeing out there right now. So give the people a fortnight. So I hear they start a fortnight here, a day, all kind of thing. They're trying to do a look at this. They're trying to do a look, all kind of look at thing here and there. They're trying right now because they want to be able to go into the budget speech and say they do not something. Whole year, all they're doing is flying like Lugaru on a full moon night back in the 1980s. But now, all of a sudden, they're all over. Good night, caller. Caller, you're alive. Go right ahead. Hello. Caller, you're alive.
I'm on still.
I do not think that caller is paying attention. Caller, listen on the phone line. Just remember to listen on the phone line. But you did get through, but you were kind of probably listening to the device to hear if you got through. But you got through. Just look at the phone. You see that call accepted. Yeah, just look at the phone, right? Yeah. So they're rushing right now. So in the south of the island, all of the lighting projects that Senator Nolan Cox organized and got the financing organized for and got the actual lights and so purchased for and all those things. You see them rushing to put up all of that now because they want to go and stand up in Parliament and say, you don't see how we beautify the place? We paint all them curb and then we plant a set of pumpkin and now we've turned on these lights and them. They want to be able to go and stand up in Parliament and say something. I can't get them wrong. They want to be able to say something when budget come, you know. We have a caller online. Hello.
Good night, Shalom. Good night.
Good night.
Shalom.
Good night, my brother. You go right ahead. You're live.
Shalom, listen what I want you to do for me, please, right? You see that document that you read in response to Minister Andrews' presentation in the Parliament already?
What you mean?
I want you to put that on the talking. Yeah, debunking the lies about the unemployment and all this kind of thing.
Yeah, the unemployment rate thing from them was total nonsense anyway, so that was easy to do.
What I want you to do is put that on the talking points page, and going forward, I want us to put the clips with former Minister Nazim Buck, leader of NDC, with the CBI program what you're talking about now. Because you see, it's only then people will understand the gravity of what is happening in Grenada. We taking this thing for a joking. This is very serious, Sheldon. This is so serious that I am actually taking notes and listening carefully to what the men saying. Because watch me, anytime Deacon Mitchell leave Grenada, this man leaving Grenada every weekend. Who not paying attention? This man living Grenada, the Prime Minister of Grenada is living Grenada every week, and you don't know where he's going. You're only hearing Minister Williams is acting PM or whoever, and you're hearing people riding in the PM vehicle, and you're hearing this man. We have to take this thing very serious. This is national security issues, and if we have a shadow government, we need to know also, because if former Minister of Finance, the brother open his eyes, has a CBI network running also, it only shows you that it is cronyism, nepotism, and organisms, and it's very dangerous. Grenadians, look at what is happening, right? NNP was not the best party in the world, but they tried. But what I'm seeing happening right now, we treading on dangerous grounds. Shalom, please put everything online, let people see it, and let me saturate the minds with that, because trust me, what we see right now is double standard on a different level. And I tell you, I reach my boiling point with this government. I reach it there.
This talking point, not boiling point.
Well, I reach my boiling point already, I'm telling you.
We got to do our next program called Boiling Point. We go do our next program called Boiling Point. But it's talking point.
Yeah, man. I fed up with this. I fed up with this man already. Oh God, man. Jeez, man. Let's go now. All right, later.
All right, brother. 4407377. And yes, we can take your WhatsApp calls. Give us a call on the WhatsApp if you would like to do so. Yes, we can take your WhatsApp calls. Yeah, I think he's referring to the fact that there was a serious lie that was being put forward by some members of the NDC administration last week in relation to the unemployment figures for Grenada. And I'm looking for the document here itself, but there was some serious lies that was being put forward, basically stating, and I saw even the member of Parliament for Carriacou and Petit Martinique also repeated it, that the unemployment rate under the NNP was 28%. But we debunked that totally. We have a caller online. Let's just get the caller in, and I'll get that information up for you. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, caller. You go right ahead. You're live.
Well, Sheldon, I'm listening to everything, And from what I'm understanding with this passport, it's total nonsense. Because them men don't care about we. Alright? Straight point blank, they don't care about we. This thing about they giving passport to outsiders, and what about us inside? We had to fight to go and get visa and all kind of things just to go aboard. And trust me, them men don't do nothing to help us with that. Then this thing about they walking around to go and think about farm and see where they can think about agriculture and where they can help out and try to rush. They don't care about that. Because on a serious note, if they had really cared about it, they would have tried to get programs and things outside it to help and, raise the economy and everything, but they don't do that.
I'll tell you something. There's talk about they're going to do replant coconut and all sorts of things. Theories are really nice. Theories, you can have a theory on anything. You can say, well, okay, if we plant 1,000 coconut trees, we'll have enough coconuts to do this industry or that industry and so. The practical nature does end up being something else. Yeah, theoretically, you can say that you're doing anything theoretically. When it comes to the practical, the hands-on, to actually get it done, get the land, get the coconut trees, get the people to work and do that and so on, it ends up being a totally different something.
Well, with the coconuts, remember, Andy went abroad to get a donation for this coconut machine.
And nothing is wrong with that. Let's just make sure the Grenadian people know nothing is wrong with that. Yeah.
No, but where they say they're taking 100 coconut trees, 1,000 coconuts, that will go with a machine that he's trying to implement here to kind of widen the spectrum of coconut oil and everything. I would understand that. I don't have a problem with that. All right? But this thing about the people are willing and coming with farming ideas and, even listening to them. But if somebody outside come in and, you quick to jump to me and you take your own people advice, you take your own people ideas. You have so many brilliant minds on here and just throwing it away. For the second, the person with a brilliant idea leave this country and abroad,
but let me
try to squeeze them back.
Let me ask you a question in relation to agriculture. On attempting to get into office, the NDC continually made the statement that we have mangoes falling all over the country, falling at the side of the road and that sort of thing. Let me ask you a common sense question here. There's a reason that these mangoes falling at the side of the road, ain't it? People don't eat them.
Yeah.
The majority of these mangoes are tasteless. You don't use them, you don't utilize them, you don't eat them and so on. You don't see a Julie mango just throwing a pile of mango at the side of the road? Or a Ceylon or those kind of things? Most of them is the kind of mangoes that people plant years ago and basically to feed animals and so. They were using those to feed animals. Yes, you might find a one or two, you might find a peach tree here or there. But generally that's it. But then people buy into it without thinking clearly. People bought into it. Yes, we have a set of mango all over the place wasting. No, are those the mangoes? Could you take those mangoes, bag them and sell them to anybody overseas? Most of them, the reason they fall in there is because people don't eat it. You understand? So instead of looking at the thing in a realistic way, they were looking at it in a theoretical way. This is the theory. They are mangoes. We don't care if they taste good, they don't taste good. We don't care if they're usable, unusable. We don't care if it's big seed and little pulp, whatever. They're mangoes and they're wasting. And we need to pick it up and use it. No, you have to understand that if you're going in that direction, there's specific species of mangoes that you need to plant according to what it is that you're going to do. So whether it is that you're going to make candied mango, then you may be able to utilize some of those that fall in. But if you're speaking juice and those different kind of things, you've got to plant a specific type. But again, that's why I keep saying, theory is different from the reality of what you want to achieve. Yeah? There's two different things.
Yeah, I mean, on a serious note, they came and they had a meeting with us. They looked for brilliant minds, come up with some ideas to keep the youngers and, the young men's and them off the street and stuff, want to give them some stuff. And tell you the honest truth, people going to them and talking to them and like, okay, which air is in and which air coming out? But even studying what ideas are coming up, because I'm I'm trying to focus on hydroelectric system. Trying to do it in a different scale. Not doing like everybody. I'm trying to do it in a different scale. And instead of go with what people are doing right now outside, try to bring it inside here. Try to make it at what we have here. Y'all gonna be studying that. Only talking about the NMP this and NMP that. Hello, in power. I don't need you to remind me what NMP did back then. You try and do what you say you was coming and do. Don't come and give me no this and that about me and this and that. I don't want to get that. You say you do this, let me see you doing this. You want to accomplish this? Sure, accomplish it. Don't take somebody's idea that he had before and change the name and come say, okay, this is no. Come with something fresh. Give me something new thing that I can say, okay, all right, kids, this is what came with, this is all the history. Understand? Don't give me this nonsense. All right? I'm not in this kind of talala shibboleths. People are here suffering. Right now, prices are going up, skyrocketing. People are getting paid, and the second pay, the money done already. All right? No price control or anything. Bills are just skyrocketing. People are just 3 and 4 jobs, and still not enough. Right? So I don't understand how come they are for the people, and they want to help the people, but they're not helping people. I don't understand how they're doing that. That's a serious thing. And this farming thing, trying to play walking around doing this nonsense, please don't use that as a sport.
Brother,
I'm not in that scapegoat.
I would like them to succeed with an agricultural program. It's going to benefit every Grenadian. But again, if your theory is flawed, the practical part of it will not be achieved. If your theory going into it is totally flawed, it's like when the government said their theory in opposition was that they're going to come into office and they're going to make everybody permanent. The Prime Minister made the statement that at the stroke of a pen, you could make all the people within the public service permanent and that sort of thing. That was theoretical. Yeah, we could just go in and make all the people permanent. When he got in there and he saw the practical realities of the stupidness he was talking, and people like Mr. Cornwall and so on were talking about you're just going to make everybody permanent and that sort of thing, then he saw the reality of the situation, because the practicality, it is not practical to do what they said they were going to do when they were in government. So now they have to be eating their words and basically going back to say exactly what the New National Party has been saying all the time. That is what is happening.
That's true.
Yeah? Anyway, my brother, I thank you so very much. No, go ahead. Finish the statement. Go ahead.
For them, I said I would love for them. Okay, there's a system that is outside in the world. Okay, that young people maybe finish high school, finish college, finish university. Some people don't really get up that they want.
Mm-hmm.
You have places like the companies. It's like how we in Grenada right now. You have the companies. Okay, if it is a person that is interested in learning that type of job, the internship. The person maybe don't have the subjects to maybe get the certifications to get that job, but internship, they maybe like the job, they're willing to learn the job. Yeah, you put out something, that kind of program that companies around that can say, okay, now, all right, we're looking to get a couple people, we have some internship, all right, let's put it out, let me see who is interested, who really love it, and who wants it there. We're giving people the opportunity to come and get the job. Mm-hmm. But I'm not seeing that, and people, we had brought up that in the for them, and up to now we never heard.
All right.
Understand? Look at us and our staff internship when the young fellas in school from college, they come, they do the plumbing and thing, and who get kept back, they get a job. So that's that. But where is it, man? Show me. I want to see the thing.
My brother, thank you so very much for your call. All right.
All right.
Have a good night. Same to you, bro. Yes, indeed. 440737. I know someone was trying to get through there. 440737. Give us a call. And then 34732. I don't know, the overseas line was ringing a while ago. 347-329-3101. So let me give them a couple minutes because they might be a little behind. So let me give them a couple minutes. The overseas line. Who was calling on the overseas line? Giving you the opportunity to call now. Who was calling on the overseas line? All right, so I'm waiting. In fact, let me take this call while I say that because by the time they call, yeah. Hello, good night.
Sheldon, good night.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm quite fine, and a good night to you as
I
well.
find the voice getting good, man.
Yeah, you getting there. You ain't fully there, but you getting there.
All right. Listen, something I want to ask you. You have good friends also in Carriacou?
I have family in Carriacou.
Oh, you have family there? All right.
A lot of family in Carriacou.
Can you organize for me to get either a sheep or a donkey from there, a one-to-one, man? Sometimes at the home I have anything, I want to go and graze it.
Oh, you want to go and graze it?
Yeah. I want to take a little walk with it. You see coming on Market Hill there?
Yeah.
The top of Market Hill coming down there?
Mm-hmm.
I could, grass had to find, so I could all time graze it by there. Or especially by the Salvation Army. Yeah?
I know
a lot of grass there and things too. And plus,
I know what you're talking about.
As a matter of fact, wherever grass could go, you see it there. I know in the days gone, you can never see a stool of grass in town.
Of course.
That is impossible. But however, now it's more than that.
My brother, I see the overseas line ringing. The person who was calling, they're calling. Let me give them the opportunity.
Hold on. I want one thing more.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the call. Go ahead.
All right. You going to the opening ceremony tomorrow for the independence?
No, sir. I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay. Well, go ahead with your call then. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. We'll have to take this one. Hello. Good night. Hello. Oh boy, I know the person was trying to call on the overseas line. Hello. I missed them. Yeah, I'm going to hold on the others and I'll go give the overseas line the priority. Right now, we took someone the WhatsApp, someone the local. We're going to take one at least or one or two on the overseas line. Now, I'm sorry. I'll call on the overseas line. That 1 second I took the kind of thing. But no, I definitely will not be at the launch tomorrow night. We've got a program to do, isn't it? Yeah, we've got things to speak about. We've got issues to raise. We've got questions to ask. And we've got facts to present. Yeah? Just like, for instance, when they have a government MP line to you, like saying something like, for instance, this. And I'm saying this for the benefit of those of you who are on Real FM and may not have gotten this particular one when I dealt with it last week. We have the Mr. Tevin Andrews out there in Carriacou, the Member of Parliament for Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And his statement is that 15 months in office and the unemployment rate in Grenada moved from 28% to 11.9%. Let's continue moving Grenada. Yeah, that was what he was saying. And I'm saying that they're claiming, just remember, he's claiming that when the New National Party came into office, that the unemployment rate in Grenada was 28%. That is his claim. It was also repeated by Andy Williams for the South. It was also repeated by Mr. Lennox Andrews, the MP for St. Andrew Southwest. So this statement is being repeated by them. Yeah? But when we did our investigation, and we do our investigation, and we do have people that assist us in doing our investigation. No, it's not a one-man show. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, it is definitely not a one-man show. When we looked at the 2023 to 2025 midterm report, and let me just get the correct, this is from the government of Grenada. It is the medium-term fiscal framework. Let me pull it up for you here. The medium-term fiscal framework from the Ministry of Finance, and this document was produced in November of 2022. Yeah, the New National Party left office up in June, but this document was produced in November, published in November of 2022. And on page 7, when they're speaking in relation to unemployment, this is the statement that they're making here, right? And at speaking at that time, they are referencing the new National Party time in office, which was basically the first half of the year. So they were saying here that the unemployment rate in Grenada at that time was 13.9%. Don't take my word for it. Those of you that are viewing, you can see it. They're saying 13.9% at the end of the second quarter. Yeah? So that encapsulates the new National Party time. And that was down from 16.6% in the same period in 2021. But yet still they are claiming that the unemployment rate during that period of time was 28%. So their own document has proven to be, well, it proved them to be lying, because they are the ones that put it. The Ministry of Finance that put out this document, and at the point in time, the Minister of Finance was the dear leader. Yeah? It was Mr. Mitchell. That was the Minister of Finance at the point in time that this was put out. And it said in 2021, for that same period, the unemployment figure in Grenada was 16.6. Not 28, anybody. 16.6. And it said at the end of the second quarter of 2022, it was 13.9%. 13.9%. So where them get the figures out? Because the end of the second quarter is basically just around the time New National Party leave office. So where they're getting this thing about 28%. But not only then, in their mid-year review for this year, and let's go up here. Let's go let me let you know which document. This was issued on, let me see the the first of the 8th, right. So that's the mid-year review for Grenada. And you see unemployment here, unemployment, right. So when it comes to the issue of unemployment, they are saying in this document, and let me just find it here. I don't want to overshoot, and I think I may have overshot that section, right? When it comes to the issue of unemployment, they were saying that figures are not available. Yeah? They were saying that figures, and I'm just trying to get it here. Let me just pull off here, right? Let me just think like this, right? Yeah, so I've got it here. Nice. Right. So they were saying unemployment statistics were unavailable for the review period due to the ongoing national census. Right? So, but they're giving a figure now, But they say that all the unemployment statistics were unavailable. So they were basing their unemployment statistics on how many people registered with the National Insurance Scheme. Yeah? So imagine you have people that are leaving the secondary school and tertiary school system. They go and they register with NIS. You have people that are, at this point in time, they own their own business. They have been told by the NIS, they've been encouraged by the National Insurance Scheme to go and register themselves and so on, right? And even for the CES program, remember people were being told, make sure you go, you register with the NIS and you register your business and all these sort of things. So you would see an increase in the number of people that are registered. It doesn't mean that they registered and because they're running a small business, it does not mean the small business is operating. Up to today, I visited a friend of mine who is closing down their small business. In fact, today was their last day. They had to close down their small business because no sale. They're paying rent. And there is no sale. So they've had no choice but to bite the bullet and close down. And I've seen several situations like that all over the island. Not one location, all over the island that you're seeing some small and medium-sized businesses closing their doors. But they wouldn't admit that because they want to go into the budget and say that the economy is doing well. You heard them in Parliament last week. They were boasting the economy is doing well and everything is going well and the economy doing good. That's what they were boasting and saying last week. But the reality, oh, my dear, yeah. Sorry about that call. I had the line engaged still. So call on the overseas line. You can call. I had the line accidentally engaged. And we still have a quarter of an hour, so you can call. Yeah. They are claiming that the economy of Grenada is doing well. Unemployment heading down on a downward trajectory. That's what they're saying. They're saying everything nice and honky-dory in Grenada. That businessmen are happy. I didn't feel they went and talked to them businessmen. But businessmen are happy. Again, that might be their theory. But the practical, go in the market square. Ask the people who flooding out in the market square because they claim certain people ain't do what they're supposed to do, and so they're flooding out in the St. George's Market Square. Yeah? Not due to the construction or anything, due to some people not doing what they're supposed to do in the way that they're supposed to do it. People that were brought in by this administration when other people who were doing a proper job were sent home. At least that is what I have been told by the vendors within the market. Yeah? So you see these kind of situations taking place, and they are claiming, well, everything nice in Grenada, everything going good. You would swear that Grenada is all well and okay right now. Everybody's working and so on. But the reality out there is different. So they're going into the budget, and I keep saying it. I really want to hear what they have to say to the Grenadian people when they go to budget. I want to hear. I'm very interested. I want to hear every presentation. I'm going to make sure, God's willing, that I have the ability to listen to every single presentation. I want to hear what those MPs are coming and tell the people from their constituency that get up on the 23rd of June and went and stained their finger for them. I am willing, I want to hear what they are going to say to these people that they achieved for that constituency that they were voted in for. What have they achieved? Yeah? Running around like headless chicken right now. Put on traffic light. Don't program it proper. Just put it on. So we could go in budget, cross that one off the list. We could say we do traffic light. Oh, work is ongoing in Molyneux. It go finish in December. Yeah, right. It go finish in December. Work going on in Molyneux. Go and see how much workmen up there. Go and see if work is really going on in Molyneux at the level that's going to ensure that that is completed by December. Go and see. Yeah? I will go and see myself, But go and see too. Don't go on the project. There is a project site, so you can stand up on the end and watch. Right? But go and see. Find out. Because these are the people that are going to go into budget and try to make it look like they're the best thing since sliced bread. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you a bit better now. You can go ahead.
Yes, well, I'm listening to you there. And some of the realities you're speaking, they are factual, and the politics of today is about bread and butter. At the end of each government tenure in office, as you rightfully said a while ago, what would they report from the constituencies? Because, people generally are feeling the pinch of the situation at the moment. Even though you voted for a particular party, at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people would have, I myself would have voted against that party, but on the ground trend in here, the noise you hear in the market is not good noise for the politicians at the moment. So I really believe that they need to come and hear for themselves, go to the business places and have one-to-one conversation. And they will hear for a different noise. They will hear a different situation. All is not well. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
And I'm just pointing out the reality. I'm not giving them advice. They wouldn't listen to me anyway, so.
Huh?
I'm not giving them advice. I'm just pointing out the reality. So if they do it.
I say politics is about perception and people,
Yeah.
At the end of each day is your ability to put food on your table. Yes? And politicians have learned that they take all the dry ride for themselves and they leave their people behind. They're not grateful, they're not thankful, so I don't know where we're heading for, but we are hopeful that things will change when they come to terms with what is supposed to happen. It's about people people, when they get there, they forget all about you. Yeah? So you know, people will make their choice based on what they feel in their realities. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller. Yeah, and you hear the dog in the background. Even the dog vex with them. The dog and all in the background vex with them, you know. Yeah, the dog leg with some bark in the back there. Say time for them to go. Time for them to go. Yeah, the dog back. You can't talk that. You can talk dog sometime, yeah. 440-7377. And of course, yeah, anytime they call, I'm giving the priority to the overseas line. 347-329-3101. Yeah, so give us a call. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Once again, a reminder, Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will be on tomorrow on the To The Point program from 9 a.m. Not p.m., 9 a.m. So he's on To The Point tomorrow morning. So I expect to see you all out in your numbers under the live, because you know they're coming out like ants to come and disrespect. Yeah, to say all kind of nasty thing and disrespect. And I don't know, maybe the field leaders actually see what they're saying. Because, I mean, Dr. Mitchell ain't seeing what they're saying. They can say what they want under the live. He's not seeing, they're just showing how, you know, classless they are. Right? Yeah, they could say it. Nobody ain't seeing what they're saying. Well, he ain't seen. And most of the times I look at those things, because of the nonsense they does be saying, I just hide the comment section anyway. And look at, you know, the person who is speaking common sense there. Yeah? So he's on tomorrow from 9 a.m. on GBN. And once you have the opportunity, please tune in. And if you can, call. If you can, comment under. But indeed, the most important thing outside of that is to listen. Yeah? He will be speaking on several issues. So please listen. Then there is also a follow-up. On Wednesday night, we'll be having that forum. So it will be live. Yeah, a live forum. You're going to be seeing it on various television stations, hearing it on various radio stations. It will be on social media and so on Wednesday night. So you know, that is what Trinidadians call La Toussaint. And I'm very surprised that the Trinidadians using the French term and the Grenadians using the English term. Yeah, so La Toussaint. So that you all can ensure that you go, you light your candles early and you're home by 8:30 to tune in and listen. All right, yeah, I think I just missed a caller again. Call back. Yeah, give us a call back. 440-7377. Give us a call back either on WhatsApp or directly. And 347-329-3101. You know, we have to set up a WhatsApp for that one too, so we could have two WhatsApp. Nice, yeah, we'll set it up like that. All right, just to let you all know as well, there will be several changes to the program in 2024. But you know, you can't always show your hand. But there will be some changes to the program in 2024. Not changes for the worse, changes for the better on the program in 2024. So just understand that how you see what you see now, we're going to be changing several aspects of it in 2024. May not start as early as January, but we will be changing several things going into the new year. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, I still wonder, I know one day fish cake day. Into the final 8 minutes of tonight's program.
I don't care what people say. I want fish cake nice and
Those of you that have just joined us or joined late, remember to like and share. Like and share. Those of you that can. If you can't, ask one of the young ones. Those little ones, they know how to do everything. Yeah, just hand them and say like and share. And they go like and share. Nice? Good. We say a special good night to my good friend Andre Donald. Hope you're having a wonderful night tonight, my brother.
Jesse, I want my fish cake.
All right, I think we have a call online. Good night.
Good night, sir. How are you doing?
I'm quite fine. How are you?
I'm good, man.
All right, you go right ahead. You're live.
Well, I don't see nothing going on for the past year. I don't see nothing going on much. I don't see nothing going on, not much going on in St. David's area. Look, the little pavilion, the man, rain, thunder, happening. Nothing much going on, so I don't know what this Prime Minister doing for St. David's.
So what do you think he's going to come in the budget speech and talk about in relation to the people of St. David? What achievements do you think he'll be able to speak about?
Only the WASH program in Belay. There's the WASH program. That's a lot.
And what else?
Not much going on. I don't know what's going on. Nothing much going on for St. David's people. I don't know what the man doing. Not bushing. I see
he's going to come in the budget speech and talk about... Load the thing in the back, brother. Load the thing in the back. Right?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah, go right ahead. We're listening you. Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing much. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this. It is time for they just put in that political paint in the place and feel like better they take that and put that in healthcare. The money they take it to buy paint. Put that in healthcare. Yeah, put that in healthcare. They're not doing nothing much. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're not doing nothing much going on for farmers in St. David's. They have a farm. They have a minister of farmer.
So what are the farmers in St. David saying?
Well, not too much. They say they promise them water pump and whatever they promise them. Not too much. And the farmer minister was doing something good in St. David for the farmers.
But now it's like they get washed.
Yeah, they get washed. I feel a majority of the people the old people like they wash Bam Bam and them now. They wash this.
That's the wash. Okay.
They wash. You just wash yourself and them.
Indeed.
They promise.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, there's nothing much going on. I don't know. Watch these people and them. They put on that 2 light people. They put on the lights. The people even know the lights they on. They don't put it on TV. They don't promote the lights. They don't console the lights. Not know what's going on.
Well, should they? Because they were not the ones that organized the lights. That was done by Mr. Oliver Joseph. So there's that.
We know. I know what's going on. I know what's going on in the place. Things are going good in Grenada. Things are going good. People see in trouble. We watch the list of a newspaper. You know, most people are, and they made the newspaper full of a disconnection for water. People can't pay.
Oh boy. It's a hard time.
Check the newspaper, Shell, and just check the newspaper and watch the list at the newspaper. Things are going good. Things slow down completely. Construction completely in Grenada right now.
Well, my friend, let's see what develops. Thank you so very much for your call. All right. Have a good night.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. 440-7377. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 440-7377. That is the number for you to get on the inside. We have roughly 3 minutes. Yeah, roughly about 3 minutes. I might be able to take one quick one. Yeah, I might be able to take one quick one if it comes in about now. Other than that, I would have to leave it off. In fact, now you see now it's a bit too so I'll be able to take another one. Folks, just to give you all some reminders, tomorrow morning again, Dr. Mitchell will be on GBN, so that would be starting at 9 a.m. So he'll be on GBN, so you can pay attention to that one. And again, the New National Party parliamentary team led by Dr. Mitchell will be having that interaction taking place on Wednesday night via various mediums, television, radio, the internet, etc. All right, so you can tune in and you'd find out. So that means me, wouldn't be on here Wednesday night, but I will be there Wednesday night to joining with them. All right, so that will be on Wednesday night. And of course, on Thursday, we go back to our normal programming or end of week programming and so on. And actually, end of month, it's going to be the month would have gone. No, in fact, the end of month is tomorrow night. Not Thursday night, tomorrow night. Final program for this month. But also, folks, remember, we're coming up on the Talking Points anniversary. Yeah, it is coming up in roughly about 2 weeks. We're coming up on the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of Talking Points. So we had to plan something or do something or say something or some kind of thing had to happen. All right. Nice. So, folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It has been wonderful being here with you. In everything you say and do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. My name is Sheldon Scott. I am out of here. Love you all.
Search me, oh God, and know my heart. I pray, try me, oh Savior, know. See if there be some wicked ways in me. Cleanse me from every sin and set me free. Oh, if you are a leader and you lead because of power, if you take away from the poor man and you leave them just to suffer, oh, if your life not in line with the will of God, you must earn the search like you are. If you want to make it into heaven, my friend, live right.